Hello students, welcome once again to online platform of Little Flower School, Salempur. Good morning to everyone. This is Archana Mishra with GSC of class 5th. In last 4 days, we have studied about the chapter 1, that is reproduction in plants, and yesterday we have started discussing about the exercise of the same chapter. We have finished studying everything and now we have moved on to the exercise part, and in that context we will start this fill in the blanks. And first question is, please, when I am telling and writing on the board, please you also take the same notebook which you have taken yesterday for writing. I told you yesterday, no, that we have to write it. You have to write along with me so that later you can revise it. Okay? Yes. This is the way we are studying in online classes. We are, whatever the teacher is giving the lecture, no, we have to note it down so that everything is set into the mind as the teacher is teaching. Okay? Yes. Let's start with the first question. Okay? First question is, the baby plant has a leaf. The baby plant has a leaf-like structure. The baby plant has a leaf-like structure. The baby plant has a leaf-like structure called the Now we have to fill in the blank, and we have to write the answer for this question. The baby plant has a leaf-like structure called the. When we were studying about the structure of seed, then we studied about the parts of seed, and then this particular term which we have to fill has come, I think it was the first lecture. Recall in your memory. And the answer for this question is plumal or shoot axis. It has two names, plumal or shoot axis. Plumal or shoot axis means this plumal and shoot axis both are same, and the answer for this first question is this. Please note down along with me, and now we will write the second question. We will not waste any time, okay, because we have to cover too much portion. The second question is, a seed germinated or a seed germinates, we can say that a seed germinates when it gets proper dash and dash. What is the question? A seed germinates when it gets proper dash and dash. Do you remember this question? This is nothing but when we were studying the germination, we studied the necessary condition for germination of seeds, and all that conditions we have to mention here. So what will be the answer? A seed germinates when it gets proper air, water and warmth. Proper air, water and warmth. Now we will move to the next question, and the next question is potato, onion, and ginger. Potato, onion and ginger. Not only onion and ginger, but we will write turmeric also here. See, potato, onion, ginger and turmeric. Potato, onion, ginger and turmeric are modified dash stems. When we were studying about the vegetative propagation of different categories, then we studied about this. We call it, yes, this is nothing but modified underground stems. What is the answer for this question? Underground. Yes. Now, next question number 4. Question number 4 is the seeds of drumstick plant. What is drumstick plant? I told you, this helps in controlling the blood pressure and increasing the amount of blood into your body. The seeds of drumstick plants has a dash-like structure. The seeds of drumstick plant has a dash-like structure. What is that? Do you remember? Wing-like structure. What is the answer? Wing. W-I-N-G. Now, last question is sweet potato and asparagus. Have swollen dash. What is the answer for this? Have swollen dash. What we will write here? Sweet potato and asparagus have swollen dash. What will be the answer? Roots. Okay? This is all about fill in the blanks. Now, we will move to the next segment of the exercise, that is match the seeds with the methods of dispersal. Can I rub it? I hope all of you have completed at least these two, first and second. This much only I will rub. Write it first, please. Understand and write. Now we are moving to the next segment of the exercise, that is match the seeds with the methods of dispersal. What is that? Match the seeds with the methods of dispersal. Now you have to recall in your mind dispersal and various agents of dispersal in your mind, and how several seeds were dispersed using this dispersal agents or agents of dispersal. We have to see that. Now we will have two columns, and now we will match. Okay, the first column is of the seeds and the second column is of the agents. First one is coconut. What is that? Coconut. Coconut. Then second one is sunflower. Sunflower. What is that? Sunflower. Third one is geranium. What is that? Geranium. Geranium. Then the last one, fourth one. For that I have to rub the third fill in the blanks. Okay. Fourth one is coffee. Fourth one is coffee. Now in the second column, we will write about the agents of dispersal. We will write about the agents of dispersal. The first agent is wind. The first agent is wind. Then the second agent is human. And third agent is water. Third agent is water. And the last agent is explosion. Means the force of these are burst out and the seeds get exploded in all the directions. So we know that coconut is the plant which grow on the sea coast. So it will be dispersed by the water. It will be dispersed by the water. Now sunflower, its seeds are like wing, so hairy-like growth. So it will be dispersed by wind. Sunflower will be dispersed by wind. And geranium, it has spots, so it will be dispersed by explosion. And coffee, we have studied that it is brought by humans, means humans helps to carry the coffee seeds from one place to other place. So who is helping the coffee plant to disperse? These humans. Once again we will read that. What we have to do in this, match the seeds with the methods of dispersal. We have to match the seeds with the agents by which they are dispersed. Coconut is dispersed by water. Sunflower is dispersed by wind. And this geranium is dispersed by explosion. And the coffee is dispersed by humans. Okay? Written? I hope you have written. Now, we will move to the next segment, and for that I need to rub this to fill in the blanks. I hope till now all of you have completed this one. And the last segment of the chapter, answer the following questions. Answer the following questions. First question is, first you have to write here, answer the following. Answer the following. Answer the following. Please note down these things along with me. Please note down these things along with me. The first question is, what is reproduction? How does it take place in plants? We have to write what was the name of the chapter? Reproduction in plants. And the first question is asked about the same. What is reproduction? What is reproduction. What is reproduction? How does it take place? How does it take place? How does it take place in plants? We have written this answer, no? What is reproduction? When we were discussing about the chapter, I told you to note down the definition. Do you remember? Yes. But again we will write here. Write the answer along with me. Reproduction is the process. Reproduction is the process. Reproduction is the process by which. Reproduction is the process by which. Reproduction is the process by which living things. By which living things grow. By which living things grow and can produce. Living things grow and can produce young ones. And can produce young ones. And can produce young ones which usually resemble means looks like or have the behavior like their parents, which resemble their parents, This is the answer for the first question given in this. Now we have to write for the second part. How does it take place in plants? Then we have to continue. It takes place in plants. It takes place in plants through seeds. Do you remember this? When we were studying about the chapter, we have studied about this. Through seeds, vegetative parts and spots. This is the answer of the first question. Now I am getting size. You write it, and if you are not able to write fast, take a screenshot on your phone, and later you can note it down. Okay? Yes. I am getting sight. Either you note fast or take a screenshot. Okay? Understand and write. Don't write quickly and leave certain things. Take your time, understand, and then write. Now, I am going to rub the match the following, and in that place, we will write the question number 2. Okay? I think this is over, no? Yes, this is over. Now we will write the second question. What is that? What is germination and what are the conditions necessary for germination? First, the second question is, what is germination? What is germination. What is germination? Then the second part of this question is, what are the conditions? What are the conditions? What are the conditions necessary? What are the conditions necessary for? What are the conditions necessary for germination? What are the conditions necessary for germination? We have to write the answer for this question. What is germination? We know the process by which seeds produce baby plants or seedlings is called germination. Now we will write. Please note down the answer along with me. The process by which seeds produce baby plants is called germination. This is over now, but still one part of this question is remaining. What are the conditions necessary for germination? Now we have to write that. Then now we will write the second part. Here we have done this answer in the fill in the blanks, no? Yes. Do you remember it? Yes. Air, water and warmth. Air, water and warmth are the conditions necessary for germination. Air, water and warmth are the conditions necessary for germination. This is the answer for the second question. Now, I hope that you have finished writing the first question answer. I am going to rub this. Then we will write the next question and answer. What is dispersal of seeds? Next question is, note down along with me. What is dispersal of seeds? What is dispersal of seeds? Means we have to write the answer. What is dispersal called? Definition for this. The process, we will write the answer. Note down the answer along with me. The process by which seeds are carried to places by which seeds are carried to places where the conditions for where the conditions for germination where the conditions for germination are favorable is called the dispersal of seeds. Please note it. For today this much is enough. When we come next day, we will continue with the same thing. Note it, and if you are not able to write fast, take a screenshot on your mobile phone and later you can write. Okay? Okay. Thank you, class.